to Education on Cloud. So here we are with a new chapter. So we have completed 4 chapters till now. So let's start with a new chapter, and that chapter is going to be AP. So now, without wasting much of your time, as the procedure we are following, first we'll look into all the theory part, then we'll start solving few questions related to. So first and foremost, the first concept over here is going to be what is sequence, which you are already aware of. Some numbers arranged in definite order according to the definite rule are said to be having a sequence. So what is progression? So progression is going to have a strictly, it is going to follow some pattern of the sequence. See, sequences which follow definite pattern is going to be called as a progression, right? So what is this arithmetic progression all about? Arithmetic progression, which is shortly called as AP, is a list of numbers to which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number. So adding a fixed number, so what does that mean? So in short, we will be calling that as difference, common difference, which we will see a little bit further. So arithmetic progression is a list of numbers wherein each term, the first, if suppose if the second term, if I ask you how is second term obtained, for the first term some fixed number has been added. That is how I get second number. For the second, to get third number, if I add that common difference D to the second number, that is how I'll be getting third number, right? So only except for the first term, all the numbers is going to be continued by adding the fixed number. This fixed number is called as common difference. As I said you, this fixed number is called as common difference, which is being termed, which is denoted with letter D. Of it can be positive, negative, or even 0. Right, the numbers can either be positive, negative, or 0. See, what is if it is 0, what does that mean? See, 12, 12, 12, this is how you will be getting. 12 minus 12 is 0. There is nothing common difference. Positive. So how do I get positive? 13. So 13 minus 12 is going to be equal to 1. How are we going to do? Term 2 minus term 1. You have to deduct the preceding number. So similarly, if I have to give an example for negative, minus 1 minus 2, right? So if I ask you what is the common difference, so minus 2 minus of minus 1, which is going to be equal to minus 1. This is going to be my common difference, right? So next thing, in other words, a list of numbers A1, A2, A3 up to AN is going to be in arithmetic progression if there exists a constant number D, which is called as common difference, which we just found, which we just saw in previous slide. So how do we get this common difference? I showed you in an example, term 2 deducted by term 1. You have to deduct term 2 by term 1. That is how I'll be getting. See, A2 minus A1, A3 minus A2, you have to deduct one preceding number. AN minus n minus 1 is equal to D. So this is going to be for n number of words. See, you just have to put the value A2, 2 minus 1, which is going to be equal to A1. That is how I'll be getting this first one. Right, it is just nothing but general format of it. Right. Each of the number in the list is called as term. As I said you, term 2 minus term 1 is going to be the value of it. In general, A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D, it is going to represent the general progression, that is arithmetic progression. The general format of it, if I ask you, it is going to be A plus D, A plus 2D. See, for everything, a common difference has been getting added. As I said you, the first slide only mentioned you that for every term, a fixed term is going to get added. That is D, 2D, 3D, and it goes on. Right. How do we call AP? As we have seen here, this is going to be a general format, wherein over here you can see A and D. Here A is going to be my first term, and D, as you know, it is going to be a common difference. See, A is going to be your first term, and similarly D is going to be your common difference. This is called as the general form of arithmetic progression. If number of terms is finite, then it is called as finite AP. Otherwise, it is going to be called as infinite AP, and such AP do not have a last term. See, if at all after a point you will be having certain numbers and it stops. Suppose if it doesn't stop and it goes on, that is called as infinite AP. right? So a method to hack an AP when a list of numbers is being given. So what is the procedure basically? Sometimes a list of numbers or sequence is given and we have to check that this sequence is an AP or not. How do we do that? So you have number of terms. See, to check the sequence, either you can consider the common difference as a step, as a procedure where you can see if it is a sequence. For this, we find the differences of the consecutive terms. As I said, you can use this common difference method. If these differences are same, T2 minus T1, if if T2 minus T1 and T3 minus T2, T4 minus T3. If all of it are equal, if common difference, suppose let's assume for this I'll get common difference as 2. 2, 2, 2. Every common difference is going to have common difference of 2. Then I can tell that it is going to have the sequence of an AP. If I get 2, 3 and again 2, it is not at all having a sequence. Right. The next thing is method to write an AP when first term and common difference is being given. First term is given, common difference also is given. The minimum information required to know the first term and common difference of the arithmetic progression, we can just write it in the general format, which is A plus D, A plus 2D, A plus 3D and so on to get the required AP. We have known all of it, but how do we write the last term of an AP? See here in the general format, as you can see, this is first term, this is second term, this is third term and this is fourth term. Suppose if I ask you instantly what is going to be my 91st term, so how do we do that? So for that, some or the other formula we should have, that is for Tn. If we have to find out An or Tn, which means the same. An is equal to, what is going to be my formula? A plus n minus 1 into D. So I instantly asked you what is going to be my 91st term, which is going to be A plus n is going to be 91. 91 minus 1 into D, which is going to be A plus 90D. As you can see over here also, for T2 I have got A plus D. For T3 I have got A plus 2D, which is nothing but term. If it is 3 here, it becomes 2D, which by now you should know that. Right, if the first term of an AP is A, common difference is D, then nth term we are going to write it in this format. Right, the nth term of an AP is also called as the general term. If an AP nth term is known as last term of an AP, it can be our last term. Suppose in the question they ask you to find out Tn, so that Tn has to be the value of n, whichever we substitute and get the value of n. So that is how we can even tell that n is going to be your last term. So An can also be written as L, which is going to be your last term. Formula remains the same, it is just the An has been replaced with the letter L. Right. So the next thing which we have to learn is going to be nth term of an end of an AP. See here, L minus 1 minus n minus 1 into D. Let A be the first term, D be the common difference, which is going to be the same, and L going to be the last term of an AP, then nth term from the end. So here they have till now the question which we have seen is going to be A minus n A plus n minus 1 into D. This was my general formula, but here if you can observe, nth term from end. So here is the difference from end. If I have to find out a value, how is it I'll be getting? So the formula from the end, if I have to find out from the end, if a question asks find out the fourth term from the end, it is going to be L minus n minus 1 into D. Right, selection of terms of an AP, you will be having certain questions wherein if they ask you find 3 terms, for that you have to consider the 3 terms as A minus D, A and A plus D. For this, the common difference when you are doing it will be going to be equal to D. How do I get that? A minus of minus D. So A minus A gets cancelled, plus A and minus A gets cancelled, minus A into minus D is going to be equal to plus D. The common difference also is being given. Suppose if they ask you to find out 4 numbers, the 4 numbers are going to be A minus 3D, A minus D, A plus D and A plus 3D. For this, the common difference is going to be equal to 2D. Similarly, for 5 terms, if they ask you, it is going to be A minus 2D, A minus D, A plus D and A plus 2D. So these are the three questions wherein you'll be asked for. If they ask you to find number of three terms, you have to use this, that is A minus D, A and A plus D. Similarly, if they ask 4 or 5, right? So the next thing what you have to learn is, we saw this term, that is AN formula we saw. You also have to learn SN formula also. For here also the formula A is going to be a first term, D is going to be a common difference. But the formula is going to be n upon 2 into 2A plus n minus 1 into D. So this is going to be your formula. Suppose if you know the first term also as well as last term also, you can directly go ahead and use this formula, which is going to be n upon 2 into first term plus last term. This is first term and this is going to be your last term. See, as I said you, this is nth term. If nth term is given this, if last term is given, it is going to be n upon 2 into A plus L. Right, n upon 2 into A plus L. If last term is given, so this formula. If nth term is given, this formula. Right, so this was something related to sum, wherein an is equal to nth term, which we already have seen. The same thing over here also, it is being repeated. If last term of an AP having n terms, then the sum of all the terms, that is, see, first term also in the question it's been given and the last term also is been given. They have asked you to find out the sum. Even if you use this formula also, you'll be getting the same answer only, but it is just a simplified method for you to solve, and the formula is going to be n upon 2 into A plus L. Right, if Sn and Sn minus 1 are the sums of first n and n minus 1, this particular one you will not understand this quickly if at all, if there is an example, or I will take one question related to this and also solve. But before that, if Sn and Sn n minus 1 are going to be the sum of n and n minus 1, see, n minus 1, over here also n minus 1 terms of AP respectively, then nth term, how do you find the nth term of an? So for that, the formula is going to be an is equal to Sn minus 1. Clear? It is just nothing but formulas over here. So arithmetic mean, that is AM, how do you find out that? If A, B and C are in AP, then B is a known arithmetic mean. A, B and C have been given. B is going to be a known arithmetic. So B is going to be a known arithmetic mean. So how do you find out the value of B? B is going to be average of A and C. Average of A and C is nothing but A plus C divided by 2. Divided by 2 because there are two terms. Hence divided by 2. So if you just have to take the average of B, average of A and C, that is when you will be getting the value of B. Right, so this was all about the theory part. So let's see a few questions.